Hey everyone, what's up and welcome back to the channel. I'm Heather.
I'm Casey.
And today we are here in the beautiful Switzerland. We are in the Lauterbrunnen area. And
Stechelberg now.
What is it?
We're in Stechelberg.
Stechelberg now.
Yeah.
We have had a bit of a rough start to the trip. First of all, the day before, I sliced my finger cutting vegetables with a mandolin slicer, just being careless and rushing. No big story there. Had to get stitches. That was fun. But we made the trip happen, and then we thought there was going to be a big storm today, which kind of just never came.
Yeah, radar showed a big thunderstorm coming like all day and then never hit us. So.
Yeah, so we were kind of trying to re-strategize, and then nothing's happened. So now it's a little later in the day, so we decided that rather than to try to cram hiking and cable cars and Interlaken or anything into one day, we're just going to pick something we really want to do. Probably go to the campsite. There's amazing views at the campsite. Yeah. And yeah, just make the best of it, have some fun. So we are in Stechelberg and we are getting ready to do the His Gloria, which is a very high elevation point in the mountains that has like a rotating restaurant and lookout point, and I think maybe some like walking paths up there as well. That was featured in 007. I know you're excited about that. So we're going to take you along. We're going to go up and see what everything costs. We do know the cable cars here cost
a little bit of money.
A little bit of money. So most of our trip's going to be around hiking, but this is kind of the one thing we're going to do, I think, while we're here, where we spend a little, splurge a little. So yeah, let's go see if we can get some tickets and amazing views. All right.
Tickets acquired.
We are officially agents of
whoever. We got a pretty good discount with the campsite card.
Yeah, we did. If you stay here, it seems like possibly you get discounts at certain places you stay. Like they have a partnership worked out with some of these.
Yeah, we got 30% off, so it really wasn't that bad.
Really wasn't that bad, yeah. So here it is. And it also includes 3 stops. There are 3 stops. You can purchase them individually, or if you go to the top, it includes all of them. Yeah. So there it is. We're going into the mountains. So we took the cable car ride all the way up through these beautiful mountains. There were 4 different stops throughout the ride, and each stop sort of has something unique to do. Unfortunately, we didn't get to do many of them, which we will explain later, but there is a town you can stop in called Murren. There is another stop that had these really cool sort of walkways that were clear and glass attached to the side of the mountains that you could walk on, almost like a little bit of an adventure walkway. And just the higher we got up and the closer to His Gloria, which was the top stop, the views just got breathtaking. But as you can see, the weather rolled right on in. So definitely changed up the plan for our time through this ride, but we got a really nice payoff later on. Well, we made it to the top during a thunderstorm. Remember that thunderstorm we were worried about? It came while we're here. It's finally starting to clear up. We couldn't see anything. It was nothing but clouds when we got here. But we came into the Skyline restaurant, which the restaurant closes at 4:30, so we're just doing cafe and kuchen right now. So just know, again, it's another thing, come early if you want food. But we're going to hurry. The last spawn is at 6. And then we're going to just try to see as many views as we can up here. It is starting to get really pretty, and it is a rotating restaurant, so that's pretty cool. And we got apple strudel, a brownie, and some cafe.
So they got all these really cool 007 themed items here, if you make it in time. But so they burn in like 007 on the burger buns, and then on the coffee, it looks like maybe that's like cinnamon or chocolate or something that they put in the foam.
I hope I get that.
Yeah, that's gonna be really cool if that's what you get.
Get that in my cafe.
Yeah, that's gonna be dope.
Yeah.
Alright, we got our desserts. No 007 in the foam, but there's a little one there on the mug. Kind of disappointed.
I can drink Pinky out now. It's my only choice. So drink Pinky out what I have left of it. No, it wasn't that bad. It was 1 stitch, but it was not fun.
Alright, coffee, brownie. I went for the apple strudel and vanilla cream.
I got some Swiss chocolate too.
Ooh.
Cafe.
Alright, Dig into my apple strudel. That's really good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
The brownie's pretty good too. It's a little drier than I'm used to, but the walnuts in it, oh my gosh, it's so good. And I think with the coffee here in a minute, once it's cool enough, it's gonna be really good.
Ooh, we made it. It is sleeting.
It is sleeting.
But the view is crazy.
Well, in typical Compass Chronicles fashion, nothing has gone according to plan today at all. We checked the weather coming here. We checked the weather coming literally here today and thought, okay, the rain looks like it's gone. And then the storm came and we have almost done nothing since taking the cable car up. So we're a bit disappointed because even though the price is better with the discount, it's definitely not worth it without spending time here, I guess is what I'm saying, because you really want to spend time at the stops, and the last bond is a 6. So yes, I would say come on the early side for sure, but we did finally get the rain to stop, and the view is pretty spectacular. I even like it with the clouds myself. I like having the clouds around and kind of the misty look, but
I don't know if you can see, it's so windy that it's raining upward.
Yeah,
The rain is going up.
it literally is.
That's crazy. This view, though, you cannot beat.
Look at me sometimes like all you want to do is run. Hear me out, hear me out.
Here's the payoff for the rain, I guess, is we're getting a beautiful rainbow up here at the top of the mountain. Wow. So, the Australian George Lazenby slipped into the role of the British secret agent one time, is what it sounds like. And at that time, the Panorama Terrace was a helicopter landing pad that was specially set up for filming. But in His Gloria, it's Blofeld, the villain's hideout, where the stunning girls are trained as deadly secret weapons. So,
Are you a deadly secret weapon now?
I mean, it was a missed opportunity on their part not to have me in the film, you know, but we're not going to get too salty about it on YouTube. Call my agent.
There are the things I want to know. Secret stars.
All right, so that was absolutely beautiful. We probably are going to come back here and at least try to do part of the hike. I'm not sure how much. Again, and a lot of it's going to depend on my finger and how treacherous of a hike it is. Casey is paying right now at the parking plots, or the park plots, and we're going to run to the car and hope to get to a grocery store before it closes so we can just cook at the campsite tonight and enjoy a nice dinner. These views are unreal, unbelievable, and just loving every minute. All right, well, we rushed our little hearts out to the grocery store. We made it.
Had to get some food.
Had to get some food, had to get some sustenance, and we will reconvene tomorrow with the festivities and hopefully have a more successful day. This very well might turn into a one vlog where we just combine it, since today was not what we expected.
Yeah, kind of a wash.
Kind of a wash, yeah, so chalk it up to our poor planning again. We did try, though. We looked at a lot online, and I don't know if it's just a language barrier and we're missing things or what, but we never saw anything talking about the tram times closing so early on the weekend, so really wish we had known that. But anyway, picked up food. We're going to camp at the campfire. I mean, the scenery that's in front of us, just at the campgrounds alone, is magnificent. So
Yeah.
it's really, you really can't complain. So just show you a bit of this drive. I didn't realize we were literally pulling in, but you can see the rock formations even here at the campgrounds are just breathtaking. And we do have the river right next to us. We could hear it flowing all night while we slept, which was amazing. Now we just gotta figure out how to park. So good morning, everyone.
Day two.
Day two. We ran back last night and cooked, and then just, I think, totally spaced on filming
Yeah.
any of that.
Just not enough time in the day to film and get everything that we need to get done. And
Well, we had some hurdles yesterday, so that didn't
yeah,
help.
yeah, we were racing against the clock. The grocery store closed super early here, so we were trying to get here to get food so we could eat.
Yeah.
And now we're starting our hike today.
Yes, we are hiking from Lauterbrunnen to Murren. It's supposed to be a pretty easy 4-mile hike, not like a super challenging one that requires you to be an expert hiker or anything. I don't think, from what we've heard.
From what we've heard, but I don't know how that's really possible by looking at the size of these mountains around us that we have to get to the top of. I don't know if there is an easy route to do that, but we'll see.
I'm likely overdressed and underprepared, but the good news is we do know where we're going. We have everything we need to be, we've got snacks, we've got drinks. We're on an official path. We're not just winging it through the mountains or anything like that. But yeah, I mean, this is kind of our first experience with this, so we'll see how it goes. You've got this awesome, just, I would say, traditional Swiss/German style building in the background, and then mountains across from us too, but we're actually hiking across from that, so
Yep.
we're gonna get going and see what we can see, maybe see if we can find some cows. I'd be so excited, so. I think this is if you want the easy way out, right there. Right, isn't that the tram up?
Yeah, the little cable car at the top.
Yes,
One of them.
one of them.
All right, we're like 10 minutes in. How you doing?
Dead.
Dead already?
Yeah.
We only got like 3.5 hours to go.
I like hiking, but I said I'm not an avid hiker, so.
So far it hasn't been too bad. It's a nice paved path. It's got a decent incline to it though, but
I'll get better at this someday.
I never really know what's going on.
Just filming another Heather struggle.
there's a path that leads to the top and somehow you get lost.
There's saw flowers.
It's crazy how warm it is down here, like in the
Dying.
bottom, in the valley. But at the top, it was super cold yesterday.
Yeah, although we're not going as far as we
We're
were
not going
yesterday,
that far.
but hotter than we expected.
Yeah. I
My
didn't-
weather app was just all kinds of wrong on everything. Wow, look at that.
Pretty crazy.
You can hear the river down there. Also, I look crazy. I had to like twist my hair up into my hat because I don't have a hair tie. I'm way too hot right now. Oh man.
All right, we just took our first turn off the main path.
We made it
Officially
to
in dirt.
So we're clearly accomplished hikers. Thank
She's
you.
actually got the right footwear on today.
I know.
That's a first.
Yes, please send all my hiking awards to my house, my home of residence.
All right, well, it looks like we're definitely getting a little higher. I know it's kind of hard to see that far, but there's a lot of ice and the glaciers up there in the mountains. What do you think?
This is so pretty. I've been trying to not carry the Fuji the whole time, my bum finger, but I keep wanting to drag it out because of views like this. So I don't know, I should have brought my camera strap. I always tell Casey, like, clearly I just need to be more careful in general, but whenever I see like photographers in the wild, they're always just carrying it like this, and I do too, and it's probably laziness as much as anything, but man, yeah, you want to keep it out for views like that.
Alright, we're about an hour and a half in, almost to the top.
Oh my gosh, I read online a girl's blog and she said Lauterbrunnen to Murren, easy 4-mile hike, hour and 20 minutes. We got an hour into our hike. I mean, we've been stopping and looking at stuff, but there was a sign that said to Murren, 2 hours and 20 minutes. So that was a lie. The lie detector test determined that was a lie, unless she had some sort of pulley system pulling her through these mountains. There's no way that happened. So
She must have been on an e-bike.
something. But it is beautiful. I mean, obviously the scenery we have here is amazing. I'm not an avid hiker. I want to be that girl so bad. And it's like I tell myself I am, and then I get into an easy hike and I'm like pouring sweat. So depending on your level, this is plenty challenging for me. I'd like to get better at it. I don't think we in America really generally do as much of that unless you're living somewhere where there is a lot of hiking, like Colorado or something. So maybe that's something I'll work on while we're living in Germany and exploring Europe, like we're in Switzerland right now. And yeah, I don't know. I think Casey's doing better than me. What do you think?
I'm hanging in there.
He's hanging
It
in
is
there.
pretty steep.
It's pretty steep, but also
I hear a cowbell.
I do too. Are there cows? Okay, we gotta go.
I think there's cows
We
up
hear
there.
cows, but yeah, we're also packed down with camera bags, and that's not helping. So next time, just throw in the Fuji in a little bag. My mirrorless is lightweight, and that is it. I gotta find a cow.
Little pit stop.
Mm-hmm.
Mid-hike snack.
Mm-hmm.
What do you got? Not sponsored.
Mm-mm.
Tasty.
Here come more e-bikers.
Oh, there's someone's shirt there. Ah, yes, the e-bikers.
Taking the easy way.
I feel like that's cheating.
Mm-hmm.
So effortless. Next time we should just take the helicopters.
Mm-hmm. Just have them drop us off.
Yeah, and then just say we did it.
I will say this is so much harder for me than I ever expected. I'm sweating in places I didn't know could sweat. But, you know, God has blessed us with air in our lungs and the ability to be here and do something like this, so it's worth it. We're looking at snow-capped mountains right across from us, just sitting here having a protein bar. I mean, that's pretty amazing to be able to do something like that. So I will get better at this. That's the moral of the story.
We'll keep doing it.
And I'll bring a hair tie instead of having to twist my hair up into a hat.
Yeah, that's a rookie mistake.
Rookie mistake, yeah, for sure. Still haven't seen the cows, but we keep hearing cowbells. I don't know if you can hear them way off in the distance, but I think they're down, maybe in a pasture down there. I don't obviously want to go up to them like and try to pet them or anything, but I would love to see some. There's the sign for Murren and Schilthorn. You can also see the little bike path. We've seen a lot of bikers. Pretty tough. E-bikes though, I feel like that's the easy way.
Cheaters, man.
That'd be pretty cool though on an e-bike. We've got beautiful views still. I'm struggling though. The struggle is real. Look at this little spot Casey just pointed out. Beautiful. We are going downhill for a split second and then back up, and he has taken both packs just because I'm having a hard time, y'all. I have a little heart thing. It's not a big deal, but sometimes it races kind of fast, faster than normal, and sometimes these things are a little harder. So not an excuse to not do it, just Got to take it a little slower sometimes, but he's doing the tough work.
Packed down.
Packed down.
Behind every social media girl is a
Oh
struggling
my
husband.
gosh. Hey, you're
Looks
a
like
social
this.
media husband now.
This is behind the scenes. This is what everyone on Instagram doesn't see.
Yeah, the struggle.
cameraman.
Or you always see people that are like, oh, it's just beautiful and let me frolic through the trail. And it's like, real life is I'm sweating my butt off.
Someone's got to carry all the equipment.
Yeah, he's only going to do it for a little bit here and then I'm going to take it back. But he's giving me a very sweet break. What a good husband. And then you can see we're going to start back up here. Though we think we're getting probably close to like the highest part of the hike. We think we don't really have that much more uphill. So we'll see. And then it's kind of a straight shot across to Murren, I guess.
That's what it looks like on the map.
Yeah, so.
We'll see how accurate that is, though.
Yeah, I will say if this is a hike you wanted to do, it's pretty straightforward so far. Like there's not a lot of turn-offs or anything. It's pretty easy to follow and navigate.
There's signs everywhere.
Yeah.
It says Murren that way.
Yep. I still think that girl was lying about the hike time, or maybe there's another way to do it that we don't know about. Maybe she didn't start there. I'm not really sure, but
Yeah, sure. If you just go straight up the mountain.
yeah, you just go straight up. We have seen cows down in the valleys, but no personal run-ons yet.
No
Cheer.
movers.
No moves. Up we go. Found some natural water right here. It's pretty cool. Trickling all the way down.
In this little town that has like 70 waterfalls in it, she finds a little creek running down the side of the rocks and she's like fascinated.
It's so cool though. It's just natural and it's just there. I mean, so are waterfalls, but you know, I'm impressed by cows too.
True. Damn.
Yeah, Casey just said this looks like maybe a man-made one here, but it's pretty. Look at this stop, guys. Man, that house right there in the middle of this beautiful landscape is the dream.
That's the setup right there.
That's the setup right there. Holy cow. Oh yeah, the train's going by. I don't know if you guys can pick that up, but the train's going right by. So you have an easy way to get home.
Yeah.
You just take the train. Why didn't we think of that? Right? And thus began the final push on this hike. Man, when we crossed the top of this mountain ridge and saw these beautiful fuchsia flowers against sort of the blue and white of the snow-capped mountains, it just made it all worth it. For me, physically, this is one of the harder hikes I've ever done, and I definitely need to work on it, but this is where we decided to stop and just take a few moments to ourselves. We were able to get some beautiful footage of a waterfall that was sitting over sort of the cliffside that we were nearby, which is equally as incredible. But you know, when you put in that amount of work, you want to take a moment near the top to really just give yourself a pat on the back and also take in the majesticness of this scenery. I've never quite seen such a beautiful setting with mountains and dense forest, and just you're all by yourself for the most part. You know, I think we saw some cyclists at one point, and that's about it. So it felt really rewarding and like a very special moment that Casey and I also got to share together. And when it's just the two of us, a lot of times it's really hard to get any pictures and video together. So we took the time to actually set up the tripod, get a thumbnail for this video, and also just take this moment in together. And I'm so thankful I had him there with me to continue to push me, because this was really difficult. It ended up taking us about 4 hours. I mean, obviously we do stop and we take video and that adds some time to the trip, but I was pure exhausted and just had sweat dripping down every facet of my face and body. And this was the reward, is this amazing setting and having a moment to really take it all in, and you know, hope that one day we get to go back, but you never know when you're going to get these moments in life. All right, still hiking, took a break. Got a thumbnail, we think. I mean, this spot's gorgeous. Got some drone footage of the mountains. We're trying to find food.
says there's a restaurant like, I don't know, a half mile up. We'll see how accurate that is.
Yeah.
With our luck, it'll be kind of those in-between hours, and they're closed for
Yep.
like after lunch, in between dinner.
Yeah.
Hopefully they're open. We've almost drank all of our water.
I don't have much hike left in me, if I'm honest. So
There's a train track right here. It might be our ride home. I don't know yet.
yeah,
See how you're feeling.
yeah, maybe.
I never really know what's going on.
We stopped at this little restaurant. The main part of the kitchen's closed already, but we were able to just get some like snack stuff, which is perfect. Just as long as we have some sustenance and a giant Großwasser, Großstillwasser. So yeah, we hear thunder though, so it's a little bit ominous because we have a long way yet to go. So we might be checking that train out and seeing what that situation is. I definitely still want to get to Murren though. I really would like to get there today and see it a little bit. So we'll see what that's like, what the cost is like to get over to Murren and down back to town. I don't really want to hike at night. I don't know how about you, but he's probably fine with it. But
I don't know. We didn't pack any flashlights.
so we'll probably find a way to make sure we're back in time. But yeah, we'll check out what the tram is. I'm sure the tram ride through here would be gorgeous too in and of itself. So that might actually be kind of cool. So we'll see. But how you doing hunger-wise?
I could eat
You can eat?
I can
What'd
eat.
you order?
a bacon and onion flammkuchen.
Sounds like you. And I got a big, giant basket of fries.
Flammkuchen
Looks good.
and a big old,
Big old
thing of fries.
It's really big. Like this is a meal.
I think you earned it though.
But oh my gosh, I definitely earned it. I don't feel too bad.
No regrets.
Mm-mm.
You gonna share those?
Mm-hmm. They're
Okay.
really good fries.
They look really good.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we just finished up lunch with a beautiful view. How was your flammkuchen?
Oh, I demolished it.
Yeah.
It was really good.
And now what are we doing? What did we decide?
We're taking the little tram, the Alpine. I think it's the Alpina tram.
Right
from
here.
a little restaurant here.
Winteregg, I guess. Is that where we're at? Winteregg?
That's where we're at.
Yeah, you can see Swiss Skyline, it says. And our tell them what our waitress said about the rest of the walk.
She said the walk from here to Murren, you're mainly like in the woods, so you're not going to see much anyways. So we decided we would rather just get to Murren to be able to
Check Murren out.
see stuff in the city, and hopefully everything is somewhat open still.
Yeah, and we know that the Bahn is there. And also, we think there's a hike down that might actually be shorter and have some other scenery. So yeah, we're waiting on our train. It's going to come right here. Whoop. Take us through the woods, and I feel like that might be kind of pretty anyway.
If all the things you never show, there are the things I want to know. Secrets start in your heart so slow. But if you don't wanna tell me now, I guess I'll
We made it to Murren.
We did. It's very cute. I don't know what all's in here, but I see moo-moos on everything, and not one moo-moo have I seen up close. False advertisement. We made it to Murren.
There's goats.
And a beautiful view again. Just beautiful.
Oh, those aren't goats. Those are like little deer. They got like little antlers on them.
Well, we don't know how long we're really going to be here. It actually seems like things are kind of closing up. It feels very like not busy, which is probably because people bring the cable car.
Yeah.
So they're probably trying to make that last cable car. So we might do that. I don't know. She said we could take the train to the cable car. But isn't there a cable car in Murren, or am I crazy?
Yeah, I think there is one here, but that just goes to Gimmelwald,
Yeah.
and then that would go down to that bus parking lot.
Oh, they're playing. They're so cute. Just ran off into the woods.
So, need to decide if we're hiking down to the parking lot or if we're gonna hike to the cable car and then take the cable car down and then catch a bus back to the truck.
I think I'm leaning towards that as much as I'd like to see the hike down, just because it took so long to hike up that I'm a little worried about losing light and then ending up hiking in the dark, which is unfortunate because these views, hello, I would love to see more of those views, but you know, always start earlier in the day. It's definitely something we're not the best at always, but we did get an earlier start today than we do sometimes, but it's just I'm not an avid hiker, so that was harder for me than I thought it was going to be, but it was worth it. Some of the views we've seen today are just almost unreal, so I guess let's get on figuring out where we're going and then we'll get back with you.
Losing almost all my energy. It's getting hard to talk to you, and I'm the only one who speaks. It's all the things you never showed. There are the things I want to know. Secrets start in your heart.
All right, we opted to take the same bond we took yesterday back down to take a bus over to where we parked in Lauterbrunnen.
Yup.
So we decided to kill some time, tell them what we're doing.
Well, there's this massive waterfall up from, I guess it's probably right about in Murren.
Yeah.
It's right up there. So from Murren down to Schilthorn. So we're gonna walk up there. There's a little path. Looks like everyone's walking up, and you can kind of hang out right underneath the waterfall if you wanted to. It looks like.
Yeah, we just figured, you know, that'd be cool to do when it's close. So it is a steep hike, but it's not a super long hike. And we may not even hike the whole way up, but we figured we'd go check it out before the next bus comes.
It's pretty.
It's party.
But if you don't wanna tell me now, I guess I'll never know. Here we go.
Hopefully this is the way. Seems like the only way it could be.
It looks like.
It looks like it's right here. We're not sure if by the time we get up close to the waterfall you're going to be able to hear us.
Probably not.
So even with this river, it's probably a little bit loud. But if you don't hear us and we're just running around up there, you're going to know why.
This is the realest hike we've done all day.
Yeah.
You good?
I don't know.
Dying. Was it worth it? Let me know when you get there.
Now how do we get back down that?
Same way we came, I guess.
That's the scarier part.
Yeah, the camera probably doesn't do it justice on just how steep of a hill it is to get up here.
Very steep.
It feels really good though. The water feels amazing. Alright, just made it back down from the waterfall. We didn't film that because it was a little sketchy.
Very treacherous.
Needed both hands.
Oh my goodness gracious.
You look like you're done.
I'm done. It was beautiful, but my body said done.
Done.
Yeah.
Alright, well, we're waiting for the bus. Catch the bus back through town.
Wir wollten für die Bus. It's
Yeah.
probably not the right way
Die
to
Bus.
say it, but something like that.
catch a ride back to the truck, and then back to the campsite for some peanut butter jelly sandwiches for dinner.
Yeah, we can keep it simple. We didn't keep the rest of this day simple at all, so simple dinner and some zucchini chips probably, because we can get some veggies in that way. I did get one batch through before the second batch. I cut my finger. That says Stetchelberg. Is this our bus? 141? I don't know.
41, I think that's it.
Morning. We are in the town of Lauterbrunnen today, and you can see the famous church that you see in all the photos kind of peeking out behind us here. We just thought maybe it'd be a little less chaotic this morning on a Monday. We'll see if that proves true. But we thought maybe we'd show you around, get some breakfast, just kind of bop around
Yeah, I'm starving.
town a little bit. Yeah, it's our last day here. It's just going to be like a half day, but we figured we'd check the town out. So let's show you some of this amazing scenery that we're looking at.
I thought we were done hiking.
I was gonna say, no.
You got me walking up these big hills again today.
So we found a little place for breakfast and coffee. Again, quite expensive, especially for what we got, but it had iced mocha, which is so great because it's warm enough that I just don't really want hot coffee. And it's really, really good, actually. This is really good coffee. And of course, do it for the gram. You gotta get a croissant. I don't know why it's such a thing there, but I do like the croissant. So for me, I got that, and I've got scrambled eggs coming. And then what do you have coming?
Oh, breakfast burger. It's
Breakfast
got like I think it's over easy eggs, bacon,
Oh my.
guacamole.
A whole lot of hay just went by on a truck. But yeah, I mean, everything looks really good here. So I do think we're going to enjoy everything. And we have a nice view. We've got the mountains off here. We've got the hillside. We've got a lot of chalets. So it's a really cute spot. And we were lucky to get an outside table. Plus, it was a little warm in there. So it's actually especially nice to be outside right now. But yeah, so we're just going to enjoy our breakfast and kind of slowly work our way home today.
All right, my breakfast burger has arrived, and it looks delicious.
It looks so good.
It looks super good.
Mine looks good too, but yours looks like fancy.
Yeah, you get some good little scrambled eggs here, some toast, and a salad. I don't know about salad for breakfast. It's kind of different.
It is different. I actually didn't need the salad, but hey.
All right, let's dig in. Well, as you can see, the food was delicious.
Sehr lecker.
Yeah, do you like your croissant?
Frühstück was sehr lecker. Yeah, the croissant was a good croissant. It wasn't a chocolate one. It's a butter croissant. But it was good, and this coffee is delicious. This is one of the best iced coffees I have had since I've been in Europe, actually. We were able to move over to a table, as you can see, which was nice because it's sunny. It feels good here in the sun, and the view is beautiful. So it feels like a really nice way to start the last day here, I think. All right, so we just finished up our touristy shopping.
Yeah, I've got some souvenirs.
Very tight space in there. A lot of people came in, so we couldn't really film in there. It was a little bit chaotic, but most of through here in the town appears to be food and shopping, just what you would expect. And so there's not really any activities for us to go do right now. So we're probably going to actually go ahead and head back, but we've got beautiful scenery everywhere. I mean, it's definitely worth hanging here, and we really enjoyed breakfast with the view.
Yeah, you can definitely pretty much rent any kind of electric scooter or pedal bike or anything that you want in town, and then take it out up onto the trails and stuff from right here on the main street, though.
Yeah.
If you're looking to do that, I saw there was like climbing excursions, there's paragliding, skydiving.
Just helicopter rides, I think, probably in general, too.
Yeah, helicopter rides up to the glaciers up at the top of the Alps.
Pretty cool. That'd be cool.
If you're just trying to stay in town, it's mainly just shopping and eating.
Mainly spending money.
Yeah.
So we have really thoroughly enjoyed it, though. I mean, I think we'd plan a little differently next time, just because we really are here for the nature part of things. So I think doing the camping was really perfect for what we wanted to do. But I think we maybe do a little better with how we pack food and plan food out next time, because you can save a lot of money and I think actually do Switzerland on a budget if you're smart about how you get around, how you eat, how you see things. So, you know, don't feel like you absolutely have to come here and just spend a fortune, because I think it's very doable if you're willing to camp, you know?
Yeah, you can do it. There's cheaper ways to do it, like you know, like we did in the tent and stuff. So
Yeah, and there's, I mean, if you don't want to do that and you do want to have the little bit more of a bougie vacation, there are amazing Airbnbs we've seen around, just with views everywhere.
and just the hotels in general look crazy nice on the outside.
Definitely, it's a beautiful area. So I feel like we would both highly recommend it, and we'll probably come back at some point with a slightly different plan. But man, I've had a good time.
Yeah, it's been fun.
So we hope you all have enjoyed coming along to Lauterbrunnen, Murren with us here, mostly Lauterbrunnen. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. We are two Americans living in Germany. We travel around, do vlogging. Sorry, it's noisy here, but we travel around, do vlogging, experience just the culture of Germany as we're living there. We love theme parks, so we just get around and do a little bit of it all, and we would love for you to come along on the journey. So we will see y'all in the next one.
See ya.
Bye.